Hey everybody, welcome back to Don't Starve, Reign of Giants. My name is Baer. Wigfrid died. Wigfrid died last time, and that was entirely my fault. But I'm learning a couple of things about it. Learning how to best player, and I think I may have a better chance of making it past, you know, like day 3 or whatever the hell I got to last time. I've got a better hope for the outlook of this one. And the first thing I'm going to do here is continue to use the battle spear and the battle helm without any kind of regard for them being deteriorated too quickly. It was a little thing I didn't realize the first time that we played through with Wigfrid, was the fact that it is actually pretty easy to make these things. The battle helm and the battle spear are both readily available. I believe it's in the fight menu, yeah, so they're right on the top. And they only require 2 twigs, 2 flint, and 2 gold for the spear, and then 2 stone and 2 gold for the battle helm. So it's pretty easy to make these things. The unicorn is what protects you, apparently. And yeah, I'm more than willing to just go ahead and use them over and over and over again in the hopes that they provide me with constant protection and offensive capability. So that's going to be the plan here. I actually think this might be a decent place to set up shop, actually. We're looking around, finding ourselves a few rabbit holes here and there. We've got, obviously, may want to consider going down into spelunking territory again. That could have gone a lot better than it did, of course. We had a few run-ins with unfortunate little critters, and you know, the whole insanity thing kind of got to us pretty quickly. But this is gonna be a really reliable source of food for Wigfrid. Of course, it can only eat meat, so got to keep that in mind for the majority of the time. And using, like, you know, carrots and berries as bait is not a bad idea either, so we can do that too. So we'll have this new approach, I suppose. Continually using the battle spear and the battle helm, not worrying about whether or not those things are going to be running out of capability or running out of, what is the word I'm looking for? Durability anytime at all, really. We can just continually use them forever and not stress out over whether or not we're going to lose them. So that's all well and good. I'm going to go ahead and whip myself up an axe real fast just so I can start working down on these trees as well. We're going to be looking to build a pickaxe here, which requires some more flint, so we got to find some more of that somewhere. Gathering twigs and leaves, as is tradition. We got to try to get as many of these things going as possible in the short amount of time we have here to get prepared for the first nightfall. There is our pickaxe, and we'll go ahead and chop down. We're actually going to cut down the stone that we can find right around here, and I'm going to hope that I can find myself some big old stone-filled area as well. This road is actually super convenient here too. This is going to allow us to make our way quickly from the homestead. In fact, I'm looking right at this spot. This is looking like a really good place to build, so I'm going to try to follow this road, see how far down this way it goes. We'll go the other way if we end up getting cut off pretty shortly here, but I've got high hopes for this. I think this is already looking like a much better layout than we had the previous time. That was just, that was almost doomed to failure, wasn't it? Like, oh my god, that did not go well right from the start, so hopefully we'll have a better chance of success this time around. I'm tempted to take a couple of wormholes just to give that a whirl, see where that takes us. We do have a totally normal tree here that I could, you know what, I actually might be able to just destroy this thing right now. Got my battle spear on. I think I need to chop it down with an axe, so let's go ahead and equip this thing and chop this down. Pretty sure it's not going to attack me or anything like that, and I've got my battle helm on in case it does, but I'm just going to try to grab some living logs from this guy. We'll get some evil flour at some point too, I'm sure. And yeah, this will be pretty good. I'm just going to make sure I'm not missing out on any of these ones. Alright, there we go. I think I just, got one bit of log. So that's a pretty cool start. Nice little introductory item. Get some living logs. We'll throw those into a chest at some point pretty soon. This road does go for quite a ways, so that's exciting. Make sure we find the fullest applicable extent of this thing. See where it ends up taking me. I should probably take a gamble and venture out in some other direction, see if I can't find it. Ooh. My god, this would be incredibly useful if it were any other character. Holy cow. This is fantastic. God damn it. Well, this is the end of the line here, I guess, but wow, there's a lot of food that I can't eat, unfortunately. Damn. If only we weren't Wigfrid, we'd have a really good thing going on over here. Well, I'm going to keep trying to find... Ooh, yeah, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Let's go ahead and put this thing back on. We're going to get some gold. We're going to be able to build a science machine real quick. We got some flint as well. We're closing in on that stone goal. If I can get super lucky and get 6 stone from this... No, okay, that's not going to happen, but pretty close. Only really need to find one more stone, then we'll be able to head back and make our campsite the way we want it to. Again, I'm going to stay away from the shoreline as much as I can this time around, because obviously that wasn't boding well for us as soon as the penguins came into play. I'm wondering what season it is right now. If we start seeing rainfall again, I'm going to assume it's going to be springtime. Might be starting off in the fall or in the summer. Obviously not starting off winter right now. I wonder if it's even possible to start off in winter. I can't imagine it's not. Although it's, you know, it's fair to say, fair to speculate too, that spring and fall may be the only starting seasons. So, you know, just to give you a bit of time to go gather resources before the really extreme things start to hit you. Alright, I think I did get enough stone. There we go. So that's the 12 that we need to make the campfire. So let's go ahead and head back and get that going. Probably make the science machine here too. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to get back to the desired campsite before nightfall does actually occur here. Of course, I do have the resources necessary to make a torch if I need it, but I'm hoping not to have to do that just yet. Well, then again, I'm probably going to make one anyway, so I might as well whip that up right now just before it becomes an impossibility. I think I need to gather some more logs too. Yeah, I need to chop down a couple of trees before I can build up that campfire. So no big deal there. I might even jump through a wormhole early on here, but I don't know if that's going to connect to where I want it to. That would be an awful loss of sanity for no reason. So maybe I'll come back down here once I've built up a bit of a campsite, and we'll check out that wormhole. Check out a couple of other wormholes, see where we can get to really fast from this area. I gotta start trying to remember where the wormholes take me to, because if I do that kind of stuff and I don't remember where they go, that's not really gonna help me out very much. Alright, so we're nearing where I was hoping to build up camp. In fact, I think it might be right around this area, somewhere in this vicinity. This is looking pretty good, though. This isn't near or too close to any kind of shoreline, so this is looking pretty solid. Let's go ahead and build it up right here. I'm gonna chop down another tree real fast. I think I can go ahead and equip this. Chop it down real quick. As soon as I hear it chop down... Oh, goodness, okay, that was... Whew, boy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this thing. I hope the progress of the chop was saved. Let's find out. There we go. Okay, so we did get that. A bit of a dangerous play, but we're still okay here. We got the logs necessary to build the campfire now. Let's go ahead and do that so I'm not just wasting through this torch. There we go. Unequip that one, and we should be able to pick a few more resources. We're about halfway, just over halfway through this night. I can feed this fire a little bit, too, just to get this light source looking out a little bit more. Plant these pine cones. There we go. Get some more twigs and flint. And we'll spend the day 2 here probably working on, you know, getting some traps going, because that's going to be the most important aspect of anything we do here. Might as well cook up all this meat, because I think it'll last a little bit longer if it's cooked in my inventory. And I need to get my stomach filled up anyway, so there we go. Really glad it starts you off with some meat, man. That's really helpful. Alright, let's chop these down. Yeah, I think making traps is probably going to be priority numero uno for us here. Actually, a fishing rod might be helpful, too. I'm going to go ahead and try to kill this frog and see what kind of yield that provides. That gives us frog legs and cut grass. Is that something I can eat? I think I can eat that with her. Let's go ahead and cook those up and see if that provides very much nourishment. These frog legs, that could be a very nice side dish, I suppose. That could be something I could work out. Science machine requires a couple more logs and some stone, so I do need to find a more reliable resource of stone, or source of the resource stone, rather. So let's go wander about a bit here. Chop down every single tree, probably grab the twigs and leaves, or the twigs and grass I come by as well, and hopefully put myself in a good position. Moving forward. We should probably pluck all the grass too. My sanity's actually depleting quite rapidly here, so let's go ahead and put myself in a better position in that respect. Get that back up to a good hundo or so. Yo, 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 yo. Yes, those flowers, so good. Wearing a garland, of course, is not really the best strategy, considering the item I am currently wielding. So we'll probably leave that on the back burner. I do have the resources necessary to build a luxury axe right now, I believe. I just need to get that science machine going too. And of course, the alchemy engine might be helpful. These are good source of wood over here, which is nice. Got another frog pond. That'll help out. Just trying desperately. If I can find these stone really quick, man, I'm gonna feel really comfortable with what we got going on right now. Let's just make sure I didn't pass anything up on my way over in this direction. I'm going to take a gamble on this. I'm going to head over to the left side here, see if maybe we can find something this way. Got another frog pond, which is cool. It's good to see those. Good to see diverse sources of food for me. Sanity is going back up to 116 now. Got a full brain and a full spirit, functioning wildly amidst the chaos. Very good. Just keep picking up anything I can possibly find. These are not going to help me out too much, but it's good to know that they're here at least. In case we want to whip up a honey poultice or something, take a gamble on maybe trying to find a bunch of resources from these guys. I just bit my tongue. Hurt a lot. I gotta stop doing that. What's the #1 cause of death amongst YouTubers? Frequent tongue biting. Look it up. It's a guaranteed fact. Oh, this isn't looking pretty good. Yeah, we're gonna reach the end here. Alright, so it's probably about high time I followed the road again. That's gonna hopefully take me up to somewhere useful. I probably ought to follow it until it ends, now that I'm thinking about it. It's not really in my better interest to diverge too much. I did find more grassland up here, too, so this is going to allow us to... Oh, hello there. This is what I'm looking for. Very nice. This is going to allow us to plant a few more traps. I mean, like, we can just plant traps forever. Come back and grab them every so often just to get a really reliable supply of meat. And I'm probably going to want to make myself an icebox really soon here, too. An icebox could be very, very useful. I'm just going to chop down all this rock up here and then probably head back down. Make myself a science machine, look into the resources I need to make the things I want. I'm pretty sure that the traps require me to just, ooh, beefalo source up here as well. Very, very good. That is extraordinarily helpful. Beefalo's good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the resources required to make myself some traps are simply twigs and grass, so that's going to be pretty easy to come across. I might even try to harvest a few of these with a shovel, bring them back down to our campsite, and have them regrowing on my own territory. Lots of beefalo around here, actually. This is looking really solid. What do we got up here now? Some birch nut. We got another wormhole over there that I could potentially try out. In fact, I'm thinking I might just go through that one to see if maybe it's, if I get extremely lucky and just end up back at our campsite. Or nearby it, at least. That'd be pretty awesome. Probably worth a go. Gonna keep following this road around because it doesn't take too much longer to get back down that way. Really hoping to come across a really good source of stone. Got a lot of hollow stumps around here, which is interesting. Probably shouldn't diverge too much again. We got a lot of birch nut trees around here. Oh, let's see. Excuse me. Let's see here. I'd like so much to find stone. Ooh, glommer. Okay, and a pan flute. Nice. Good to come across that again. Let's go ahead and mine this out. Actually, should I destroy that? I probably shouldn't destroy that. I should probably leave that be. Although glommer didn't really help us that much. Maybe we'll get something really good from this. I'm gonna mine it. I'm gonna take a gamble on this. I don't think I really need glommer that badly. Oh, I'm carrying all I can already, but we do get a blueprint for something. I'm pretty sure it's the bucket of poop. That was the one we got last time. Just use this maybe. How about that? I'm gonna drop this. I'm gonna use this right now. The Old Bell blueprint. Interesting. We're gonna put that back down, I guess. Can I get more marble? I think I can get more marble. I think I put that in my inventory. Yeah, there we go. So that's a good thing. Alright. Chopping down trees is probably pretty necessary here. I think I might have taken away my potential to get glommer, but again, I really didn't feel like it was that useful. So I'm willing to pass up on that. I don't know, maybe it plays a larger role in something later down the road that I'm gonna regret missing out on, but for now I'm just gonna be focused on trying to get Wigfrid past the second or third day here. That is my number one priority. And speaking of number one priorities, I better make my way back down to the campsite here because I need to start putting together the science machine, making up some chests, hopefully making up an icebox if I can remember what the resources are required for that one, and get our good old campsite going on. That will be a good start, man. This is definitely already a much better start than the first attempt, so there's a bonus. I'm not really sure where that wormhole was. I think it was over here on the left side somewhere, if I recall correctly. Where you at, buddy? Daddy needs a new way home. Actually, getting some manure would be good here, too. Oh, there you are. Nearly walked right by you. Alright, let's take a gamble. Here we go. Alright, where we end up? Oh, God, it's already nighttime. Alright, so we got our torch. And we are, how close are we? Actually, yeah, that's not bad. That's a pretty decent wormhole there. Okay, so we can make use of that. Pretty close to the campsite again. We're going to go back. We're going to try to make ourselves some traps. Make up the science machine, and then we'll be golden. Golden by use of the gold. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. I'm so sorry. Alright, we're going to be, I'm probably going to need to make another torch here. Let's just make sure I have the resources to do so. Indeed I do, okay. Not a concern. I'm going to try to find my way back to the road as quickly as possible. I should probably go ahead and whip up another torch really fast. I'll wait for this one to run out, actually. Let's go ahead and just wait for the percentage to run dry. We're going to make this now. There we go. Alright, no problem. I step into the light! I love her. I love her voice. In quotes, voice, you know. Whatever the voice may be described to be in Don't Starve, but do I ever love hers? Let's put some pine cones in the fire real fast just to make sure I'm not using precious logs at the moment. And there we go. We're going to take this off. I actually might, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to venture over into this area, try to chop down a whole bunch of trees. Let's have a quick look. Actually, you know what I should be able to do is build the science machine real fast. Let's go ahead and do that now. We'll do that right here, and then we'll be able to access quite a few more resources. I'm going to make some boards because I know I need those. Oh, I can't quite afford them yet. Okay, so I'm going to have to harvest a few more things. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the bell, the old bell recipe that we learned. The old bell. Where is that one? The walking cane would be a nice one as well if I can get myself a walrus tusk at some point. Where's the old bell, though? I have no idea where that would be. Maybe it's in magic or something. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and chop down a whole bunch of trees. I actually might be able to make myself up a luxury axe here, so let's see if I can do that real fast. I think it might need more than one gold nugget, though. Let's have a quick look. Let's see. We need ourselves... Yep, we need two. Okay, that's unfortunate. But we can chop down trees with our good old-fashioned regular axe. We need a few more logs, and then we'll be making up a chest. Put away some of these unnecessary things, and focus on... Oh, okay, so it is raining... Seems like it's gonna be springtime here. I think making an umbrella is probably a good priority here, as that sanity loss can add up real quick. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm just putting myself in a bad position just being out here already. I like how it's actually pretty significant, the rain impact on your gameplay here. You wouldn't think that being wet would have that big of an impact on your ability to survive, but damn, I guess it is kind of a it's a depressing element when all you need to do is go find food for yourself, so I like that. I like that addition in the Reign of Giants DLC. Pretty sweet stuff. Alright, so we do have enough to make that coveted chest now. I'm going to go ahead and just use this axe until it's depleted. Get as many resources as I possibly can. We'll probably just plant a bunch of trees in my immediate vicinity, too, just to make things easier that way. Plant some birch nuts, not so bad either. Can we eat those? No, there's a tree hiding within, though. So that's good. We'll keep chopping these down. Probably get a couple of full stacks of logs here. I'm probably gonna have to go back and plant some of these pine cones before I can pick up a lot more logs. Yep, there we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll drop these living logs right by the campfire, and then we'll go ahead and pick up or plant the pine cones, free up a couple more inventory slots, and go get as many of these as we possibly can muster. And plant these. Yep, we can plant these over here, so that works out. That looks like a walrus footprint I might be able to follow around. That might be a good idea right now. I think I have the wherewithal to handle that. Let's have a look at this. Maybe I should follow that. Yeah, I need some food. I need some food right here and now. Let's do this. Let's have a look at this stuff. See if we can make it happen. All right, so he's going this way. Maybe he's not going to be there this season, but worth a look. I'm actually going to try to kill this frog, too, because this is going to be a pretty decent source of meat for now. Right, take him out real easy. There we go. We got some free cut grass for it as well. Ooh, here's another... oh, we got another frog there, too. Hold on. His friend may want to play. His friend Horned Toad may want to have a go. Die bravely, little foe. Very good. All right, a couple frog legs. That'll tide us over while we're hunting down the walrus. Where are we looking to go here? I think I might have run into a dead end. Uh-oh. Well, it'll be worth pursuing in the long run, but right now I'm not sure I'm going the correct direction. Yeah, we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. We'll be able to find them at some point, I'm sure. For now, let's keep on whittling down this axe. We gotta finish this log stack off real fast. We do have the frog legs we can consume for now, so we're not gonna starve, at least not yet. That's the whole objective, of course! The whole mission! We're gonna plant this here, because why not? We're just gonna take logs for now. Not worrying about the pine cones for at least a little while longer. This thing just... man, you use that so quick. It's like a real axe, I guess. I wouldn't know. I have little to no experience in my life with axes, unfortunately. You'd think I would have a little bit more. Oh, wait, hang on a second. There's the suspicious dirt pile I've been looking for. Oh, tell me you're going to chop that down. Thank you so much. That was just right at the end of it, wasn't it? Very good. Okay, that'll do. Let's have a look at this one. Where are you going to take us? So it is over that direction. Maybe I should have a look at that. We're running low on daylight here. How long for the feast? Yes! Let's make some traps here, too. It's probably necessary. But first of all, we're going to refine some boards. So let's make, I believe it's just 3 that we need. 2 and 3. Here, we're going to combine this stack here. We got the boards right there. Pick these up. There we are. And we're going to make ourselves a chest. Structures. Ba-bam and ba-bam. Very handy. And we're going to put these living logs inside of that. We're going to cook ourselves up a nice, delicious meal of frog leg for the evening. 1 and 2, and that should be about 26 hunger quench at the moment. Not too much, but it'll tide us over for a little while. Now, we definitely need to start making some traps here, so let's go ahead and do this one right now. We're going to put this trap right next to the campsite. We're going to bait that with some seeds, since these happen to be conveniently placed right here. I'm going to go ahead and make a garland out of these petals, because why not? Might as well use them for something. And we can probably equip that while we're not using the battle helm. Make it look nice and pretty. Now we need to get some twigs. I had a lot less twigs than I thought, so that's going to be a new priority. Let's see where those are in abundance. That's going to be right over here in this area. Might go ahead and see where that wormhole takes me, too. See what kind of benefits I can get from that thing. Probably a good idea. This might be a pretty ready source of food right here, actually. The pond is going to be pretty helpful, I imagine. Let's see if I can make at least 2 or 3 more traps before the night is out here. We do have 5 twigs on the screen right now, which is awesome. I'm going to try to make just as many traps as I possibly can, just get a whole bunch of saplings going. In fact, as I mentioned before, probably in my best interest to go ahead and whip up a shovel, try to get some of these saplings over in my campsite. Get a pretty near-endless supply of these things. So in fact, can I make that right now? I might be able to. You need a science machine for that. Let's go ahead and make that now. We can get the shovel and we can have a dual purpose to this expedition. Let's go ahead and do it. We are running low on daylight though, so I'm gonna have to juggle the torch and the shovel here, it looks like. Which is totally fine with me. We got 69% on the torch, obviously that's a sign from above that we are doing something right here. I'm just gonna add a little bit of fuel to the fire just so I can do these things in peace. Let's go ahead and whip up a shovel right now. If I make a regal shovel, not quite, but the normal one will do just fine. Alright, here we go. We're gonna go on the hunt for saplings. Gonna get a nice pocket full of them. We're gonna have a really good supply once we head back. Alright, we're gonna grab that stuff. There we go. Just make sure I'm not putting myself in a bind here. Oh man, they are frightening though. Okay, so we're gonna dig up both of these before we put the torch back on. And there we go. Okay, real quick, no problem. Still good. And we're gonna dig this thing up too. I keep thinking that I'm missing out on the twigs, but of course we already took them off those saplings, so no worries there. Making good use of our time here, man. Of course, the hunger thing is still a huge issue, but I'm hoping that I'm gonna be able to whip up a few traps and then just go ahead and harvest the pond a little bit longer, and that should work out for me. There's one more. Just gotta make sure I'm using this properly. I might run out of torch actually, so I gotta be mindful of that. We're gonna examine or look for a couple more twigs here. I'm gonna run out of this. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and whip up one more here. There we go. Wield that. I will dig this one up too, actually. Let's go ahead and take this equipment. Boom, boom. Okay, that'll work. This is going pretty well. I'm happy with it. And we got this one as well. Okay, we're gonna look for like 7 or 8 of these before we head back. Just want to make sure I'm not missing out on a few. We're gonna go over to the left side here, and it is daytime. There we go. Nice and easy. Oh, I can't afford to hold any more stuff, though, unfortunately. Let's just go ahead and plant these. Probably don't want these near the campsite. I don't know why. I'm still just so paranoid of these trees, man. They're freaking me out. Alright, couple more saplings. We're gonna make some some traps rather. Got still a little bit of cut grass in supply. Well, actually we only have 4, so we probably want to get a bit more of that before we go back as well. We're gonna need some fertilizer for the grass. We want to get that planted near the campsite, so we gotta make that viable too. And yeah, after this, probably just gonna grab 2 more here. We'll be able to make 4 traps. We're gonna go plant those down, and then we're gonna probably call it a day here. So there we go. And that'll do it for this episode of Don't Starve. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Hope you're enjoying it. Leave a like if you're doing so. If you're doing that thing, if you're actively enjoying the series, let me know. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.